Hi guys, so literally nobody asked for this video, but you guys see me at my desk, and whenever I'm at my desk in a video, it means I'm about to film some nonsense. I'm here to film some nonsense, but also I've been really into Road to Empress lately, the Chinese FMV game. It's kind of taking over my life, it's all I'm thinking about, and I really need the second game right now. And I found out we don't know when we're gonna get it because of some tax fraud scandal some actress had that's only in the second game. So they refilmed it, and as I'm filming this, they just finished refilming the whole game. Not the point. I'm really obsessed with Road to Empress. So today I decided, not that anybody cares, but I want to rank all of the characters from Road to Empress. And by all characters, I don't mean literally every single character, but I also included some characters that are not main characters by any means, like characters nobody cares about, but I do have stuff to say about them, and that's why they are included. So that's what this is. So join me as I rank these characters, and my rankings are very much correct. I do not have an incorrect ranking. Okay, my opinion is always the correct one. Okay. Just as a disclaimer though, my pronunciation is probably going to be terrible for these names, literally terrible, because not only do I have a really bad accent, I also am shit at pronouncing anything, so I'll try my best. Also, my ranking has nothing to do with the actual like historical people that the game is based on, because the game is based on actual historical events. I'm not talking about that. I don't know enough about that. Maybe I'll learn someday, but like this isn't about that. This is about the FMV game and only the FMV game. Okay. So this is the different categories I made. Right at the bottom we have Rot in Hell. Then above that we have just nasty. Like this is just for nasty people. This is Girl Who Gaff, where it's like Girl Who Gaff, like Girl Who Gaff. This is have to respect it, because like sometimes they aren't like absolutely legendary. It's not you mean everything to me, but like you have to respect it. You do have to respect it. And then we have you mean everything to me. And here I think you can see the characters here so far. But this is how we're gonna do it. I don't know what order I should go in, so I'm gonna just go in a random order. So we'll start off first with Consort of Preciousness, Consort Way. And okay, so she is a villain. She is a villain, but I would not put her in Rotten Hell because I do not think she's as diabolical as some of these other people on this list. I feel like there's people that are much worse in this game, and I wouldn't say she's just nasty either. Because actually, let me put it down for a second while I talk about this. My thing with Consort of Preciousness, Consort Way, she is evil, she's vindictive, but like she's fierce though. Like if we actually get down to it, like she's fierce. Like sometimes when I look at her, I'm just like, wow, no, I get it. No, I get it. Even consort consort Siren Wu, our homegirl, the girl we play as, she even says at the start, if I was a man, I'd be in love with her too. And I agree with that. So that's why I kind of need to put it in, have to respect it. And also about Consort Way, the scene, by the way, spoilers, obviously this video is spoilers for the game, but the scene where Consort Yang Jr. tells her that her daughter is dead and she is screaming, that is so difficult to watch. It actually kills me inside. Like, I know she's evil and she kills us on multiple occasions, because I don't know anybody who could play this game without dying on multiple times. She kills us on multiple occasions, but like just seeing her cry over a daughter like that, that was sick. That was so sick and twisted. But I did enjoy watching her kill our auntie, Consort Yang of Elegance, okay? But I think she's fierce, and that's why she has to go into You Have to Respect It. Now, let's talk about us. Siren Wu, main girl, soon to be Empress, maybe in the second game, hopefully. Now I know she's our girl. She's actually our girl. This is who we play as. Unfortunately, she does not have much of a personality, and that's obviously because you are playing as her. So it's supposed to be your like influence on her that would affect her. But I kind of have. Is it bad to say I have no opinion on her? I'm gonna put in Girl Who Gaff. She's a blank sheet of paper, and I think that's what she's supposed to be. She's supposed to be that so that you can make the story what you want it to be. It's not a crime to be boring. Okay? I'm actually seeing now that I put Consort Yang, our auntie, Consort Yang of Elegance here twice. which is my bad, but I'll just put her on the thing twice. Now, I don't like her. And she is evil in a way that is not fierce. I wouldn't say she's fierce because she doesn't really, she doesn't have the star quality that Consort of Preciousness, Consort Way has. She just doesn't have that. She thinks she's everything when she's not everything. But I still don't think she's the most evil, like, in this whole game. So I'm gonna put her in just nasty. Because that's how I describe her. She's just nasty. Like, doing too much. Ruining your sister's life and then keeping her as, like, basically a ghost. You are crazy and you are weird. But not in, like, I wouldn't even put her in rotten hell because I feel like she is not significant enough to be put in rotten hell. Is that crazy to say? I just don't think she is on that level. She's just nasty. And actually, since we're doing Consort Yang right now, let's just do Meng Jing, I think is her name. Yeah, it's Meng Jing. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Meng Jing is like her maid assistant or whatever. Now, okay, I put Consort Yang in just nasty, okay? I did do that. But Meng Jing does everything for Consort Yang, and she does it in a way that is funny to me. She always has this smirk on her face whenever she's on screen. She just has a conniving nature to her. We don't see her much, but I feel like she isn't just nasty. I feel like I think about her more than I think about Consort Yang, and I know that's a crazy thing to say, but I think I'm gonna put her in Girl Who Gaff. Not in the way that she's a better person than Consort Yang. I think of her higher than Consort Yang in a way, because she just has that sneaky smirk all the time, and I find it very funny, very delighting to me, if I can say. And then let's talk about my goat, Consort Yang Jr., Consort Yang's twin sister, who we meet later on as like this mad woman. Legend. She's the only one who actually cares about this, if I'm being serious. I feel like she's one of the only people in this entire game who did not look at us as a pawn to use and make moves. Yes, she also had things she wanted, but she wasn't like scheming and plotting, you know. We were scheming and plotting with her, but was she scheming and plotting on her own? Not really. She just wanted to make her sister suffer, and I understand that because what her sister did to her was diabolical, and I'm so glad that she took her sister's place. When she stabbed herself in the neck with a hairpin and then did the beauty mark and like told her sister that she's gonna become her, that's fierce. And that's why it's right on top, because she means everything to me. Yeah, that's all I have to say. She does mean everything to me, and that's why she is above Consort Way of Preciousness and way above her sister. Dude, fuck Consort Yang of Elegance. I almost said of Preciousness. She could never be the Consort of Preciousness because she is nothing of the sort. I wouldn't even say, you know what? I was gonna lie now. I was gonna say I wouldn't even say she's elegant. She is actually quite elegant. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm an honest individual. So that's what that is. Let's get some randoms out of the way because I did include a lot of randoms only because I felt like it. I really did feel like it. So here we have Attendant Moo, who is Li Shimin, the Emperor's attendant. You have to respect it. He's barely in the game, but he's really like kind for some reason. He has a kind, trustworthy face. I would trust this man. I would trust this uncle. To me, he's very much uncle vibes. If I needed help, I'd go to him. I just trust him, and he's nice to us, and he's just in general, like when the Goyang Bianji thing happened, which I'm gonna get more into the Goyang Bianji situation later, but when we weren't allowed into Goyang's room, he's the one who's like, no, let her in. I love Attendant Moo. He's just a friendly man, and that's why I have to put it in. You have to respect it. Next rando is Ling Zhao. Now, why did I put Ling Zhao in this? It's because I feel like he was supposed to have a more important role in the game. They framed him as somebody that was going to be important. I don't know how to explain it, but like the camera angles and the dialogues and all of that was like he's supposed to mean something to us. I don't know if he has any historical significance, but I think the scene where if you choose to mess with him after he gets like worked on his back, I think that scene is very funny. But I feel like I feel like I'm missing something as to why he is framed as semi-important, but we barely see him. However, if you tell Lee Tai that you like him and this bruh is watching, he gets plus 99 suspicion and then he kills you on the spot. And I think that's so funny because like I didn't even know you could get plus 99 suspicion, but with him you can. He kills you on the spot, and for that, okay. I was gonna say I have to respect it, but I also about him I just feel like girl who gap because it's like, who are you? In the way that I could tell I'm supposed to care about you. I don't know if they're trying to set something up in the next game. I don't know if he plays a bigger part in the second game, but it feels like we're supposed to like care about him in some capacity. I don't know if I'm delusional, but that's how I feel. Here we also have Consort Yin of Kindness, who is an ally to our auntie at the start, but later on our auntie has her killed because we find out that she's trying to murder the emperor because the emperor murdered her husband. Okay, the emperor murdered her husband, yet she continues to sleep with the emperor, and she tells herself she sleeps with him because she's trying to get him in the end. Okay, now I'm not gonna lie, I feel like her inclusion in the game felt a bit like unnecessary. I feel like when her time in the game came up, I was kind of like, okay, like this feels like an unnecessary obstacle. But obviously, her death leads to you being arrested, which leads to you meeting multiple characters. So I guess it's needed, but I feel like she didn't really play a part in the game, and therefore she's going to go who gap. However, hold on. Her dance at the beginning was so phenomenal, and her face card is so insane. Now that I'm looking at it, I feel like it should go and you have to respect it. But I'm gonna keep it at the end of you have to respect it because technically it should be in between have to respect it and girl who gap. Okay, that's where I'm going with this. Then we have Siren Yin, who is Consort Yin of Kindness's cousin. She's just nasty because let's get down to this because I'm gonna get to Liu Ji in a second. Freaking Liu Ji. I don't know how to pronounce it. You know what I'm talking about. But Siren Yin is a loser. She has this arrogance about her this entire game, and this arrogance is only okay if you have something to be arrogant about. She makes no big moves throughout the game. She does nothing of note the entire time. At the end of the game, she is a monk just like we are. Who are you to act like this? And your best friend is Liu Ji. You are both a bunch of nobodies. Told me. Rot in hell. Yeah, no, yeah, because while I don't think she's that important at all, it's just like you don't give up on being an arrogant asshole the entire game, yet you take no extra time to move up the ladder and better yourself. You are at the bottom the entire time. What's the point on having a consort as a cousin if you're still at the bottom the entire time? Yes, Consort Yin died very early on in the game. You still do nothing of note the entire time. You're a cloud chaser who is unsuccessful at chasing cloud. That's my thoughts on Siren Yin. Also, Siren Jiang, the one who the cloud chaser at the start of the game who gets branded with a peony flower, cloud chaser. She's a cloud chaser, she lied about it, but like who can blame her? And also if it wasn't her, it was gonna be us. So, but I'm gonna put in, she's not nasty and she shouldn't rot in hell, but she's kind of like girl who gaff. And I put her on the list because later on, when you choose who to kill Consort Yang, why does Siren Jiang's family come up even as a theme? She is such a non-issue, and it was weird to bring her up again. That's why I put her in girl who gaff. And I know you're gonna be saying, well, Zakia, you chose the people on this list. Yeah, I can do what I want. Okay, so next up we have the lesbian monk who sexually harasses us at the end of the game. Now, do I have anything against Yuri? No, and I will talk more about Yuri in a second. I have many thoughts on Yuri in this game. However, she is a sex pest because even later on, if you reject her advances in like when you get hurt, she just goes after Siren Yin. And it's like, so we didn't have anything special. If we had something special, it's different, but we don't have something special with her. She's just going after any girl she sees. And for that, I need to put in just nasty, because you get punished. Everybody gets punished if you say no to her. And it's like, you are weird. Also, you are a monk. Do not, like, there's certain things that are, what is it called? Sacrilegious? I don't know if that's the word, but I feel like, you are just nasty. You're just nasty. She's just a nasty woman. Now, because the you mean everything to me and have to respect it sections are looking a bit empty, I'm now gonna go after some of the faves. These divas, I do not know their names. I'm calling them these divas because that's how I think about them. They are the two friends who are kind of Siren like Woo's friends a bit, that we speak to them. Sometimes they gossip constantly, but they always have our back, and that's why we need to put it as have to respect it, because they're funny, they're cute, they are girls, and that's why they're putting in have to respect it. And talking about our girls, somebody to put in the you mean everything to me category, Raya, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she means everything to me. Name a more dedicated maid. She has had our back since day one. She is the happiest person in the entire game. Comedic relief, very much needed in a game where you die every second. I care about her deeply. She does mean everything to me. Get you a friend like her. And talking about friends like her, Shuhui, our roommate at the start of the game, I loved her so much. I'm putting her here already. Don't even question it. She's our friend at the start of the game. She's kind of our friend the entire time. But after we meet Goyang, we kind of don't see Zhuhui that much anymore. But also Zhuhui is very busy being in love with Li Shimin, the Emperor, which I guess if you really loved him, girl, which like she seemingly did really love him, which like good for you. But I wish we saw her more. Unfortunately, she dies at the end of the first game. But I really liked her. She was just a good friend. She looked out for us. She tried to get us help when we were in trouble. She was just a real one, which not many of these people can say. Not many of these people in this game can say that they're a real one, because most of them aren't. Most of them really aren't. Now, for another real one, Lee, I'm reading the name because I can't remember all of these. Lee Chunfeng? I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but he is, I did not mean to put that there, absolutely not. He is the astrologer that saw that a woman ruler Wu will be taking over the kingdom. Now, that chapter was crazy. When it happened, I was kind of like, sure. It was a bit wild, it was a bit crazy. However, the fact that the way you get out of it is by saying, no, of course it's not a woman ruler, it's just a man with a female name. That's funny, and I think that's very funny that that's how we get out of it. But he really takes a bullet for you by like believing you and trusting you, and he helps you get out of that situation, and he saved so many women's lives by doing what he did. And that's why I put him in you have to respect it. He did a really good thing, but I wouldn't put him in you mean everything to me, because like he didn't mean that much to the game. Do you know what I mean? But you have to respect what he did for the female Wu community. Okay? Now let's talk about some losers. By some losers, I mean one of the biggest losers in the entire game, Liu Ji. Dude, Liu Ji, my issue with Liu Ji is kind of the same issue that I have with Siren Yen, where it's like you spend the entire game being miserable and going after us constantly, instead of spending the time doing better. Liu Ji does nothing of note the entire game, literally nothing of note, besides like hating. She's a hating ass bitch, she's trifling. I just don't understand why she couldn't take the time to better herself. Because maybe if she bettered herself, she would actually matter in the grand scheme of things. But she doesn't matter. The only people she's really friends with is Siren Yen, who's also a loser, who's also a trifling ass bitch. Like, crocodile tears from the start of the game. When we are in jail after the whole women woo thing, she asked us to kowtow. Like, who are you? You are literally a nobody. With that, your biggest like dream and fantasy is us kowtowing. You are weird. She's a weirdo. She's obsessed with us. Whenever she caresses our face, it goes on for too long. Liu Ji, I think you need to address something about yourself, maybe your sexuality. Nothing against Yuri. Once again, I'm gonna get to the Yuri situation. She's just a loser. Like, if we're being for real about it, she has no personality. Her entire personality is being a hating ass bitch. And the Gao Yang thing wouldn't have happened if not for her. If not for her, and I'll never forgive her for that. I will never forgive her for that. Honestly. Now we have the firstborn prince, Li Changqian. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I think that's definitely the hardest name for me to pronounce. Li Changqian. Yeah. He is the gay prince. So the gay yaoi plotline that occurred, I feel very upset about. Because the scene where Chen Shi, I believe that's his name, Chen Shi, tells him like, oh, this was all like a fake thing and all of that, and we were just trying to get you to give up your title. He's not even mad about it. And he just wants to finish the song. And when he's trying to fix that instrument, I don't know what instrument it is, his hands are bleeding. And like when it says that all he wanted was just to be with Chen Shin, I was crying real tears, because it's like, you didn't deserve this. You just fell in love, and like that made me so upset. And unfortunately, okay, the Gaoyan situation was the saddest situation in the game. And his situation was sad too, but the thing is, his thing happened too early in the game, and we didn't know him like that. We really didn't know him like that, but it was still so sad, and he deserved so much better, because he didn't even like want anything big. He just wanted to be with Chen Chen, who he really fell in love with. And it's not his fault that he wanted the song to be finished. He didn't know people were getting murdered because he wanted to hear a song. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's like whoever was in charge of that's fault, because he didn't ask for all of that. And that's why I'm putting him in You Mean Everything to Me. Not in the way that like I think about him a lot, because I really don't. He died, like, not dies. He's gone from the game so early on, but like I just feel really bad for him, and I feel more for him than I feel for these people. Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't say he's legendary as these three are. So I'm keeping him once again at the end of this line. Do you know what I mean? And because he's out of the way, let's just get Chen Xin out of this way. Just nasty. I know he's here because he wants to seek revenge and all of that. But from the video, the extra video, we know he was in love with Li Cheng. I really forgot how to say it. We knew he was in love with the gay prince, okay? We knew he was in love with the gay prince. And it's like, at a certain point, you should have just stopped it. And the way that he died finishing the song, okay, never mind. He died finishing the song. That made me really sad. That made me really sad. So, I have to put it in, I have to respect it, I feel. Because I don't like him. He played with that poor boy's heart, but he had his reasons, and he did love him. Okay, I changed my mind. I have to put him in, I have to respect it, because you know what? Fair. Let's also get the princes out of the way. Let's get some princes out of the way. So let's do Li Ji. I don't gaff about Li Ji. I'm gonna just say it straight up. Li Ji, he's kind, he's sweet. I do not like mean men. I don't like mean men, so I don't want anybody to be like, oh, you just like Li Tai. I wouldn't even say I like Li Tai like that. But Li Ji, he's too boring. He's boring. Nice does not equal boring, but he is boring, and he's too. You know what my beef with him is? He has amazing hair. Hair that I do not have. And I think that's where my hatred stems from. Maybe that's what influenced me about Chen Xin as well. Great hair, amazing, stunning hair, and I couldn't handle it. But that's why I'm putting him in Go Who Gaff, because it's genuinely I can't name one interesting thing about you, Li Ji. So he's in Go Who Gaff. Next prince, Li Tai. I think the Li Tai route is better than the Li Ji route. Also, especially the ending, because then you can kill Liu Ji. And that's why the Li Tai route is better than the Li Ji route. But Li Tai, I wouldn't even. This is my thing. Neither of the princes are of interest to me. But Li Tai would kill for you. Lee Tai would kill for you. Lee Tai seems more proactive. Lee Tai is here to make moves. He's here to progress the game. He has ambitions. You want a man who has ambitions, okay? And not many of these people have ambitions. Not many of these people could say that. But Lee Tai can. Lee Tai can. He made things happen. He protected you. Liu Ji, I need to stop saying it's not Liu Ji. Li Ji has done a lot less than Li Tai, okay? Their dad, Li Shimin. Actually, no. Let's do these two first. Okay, Duro. I'm gonna just straight up into there. Do you know why? She, I think, is the craziest person in this whole game. She is actually batshit crazy. And you have to respect it because she's loyal. That's the one thing. If you need somebody in your life, you need to get like a Raya or a Duro, because Duro was willing to do anything for Consort Way. Like, she was not playing. She really was not playing. And I don't think what's her name, Meng Jing, could say the same. I don't think Meng Jing would sacrifice like Duro did, because Duro was crazy. Duro was crazy. But I think Meng Jing, she was also a bit crazy, like the weird like smirk on her face the entire time. I feel like in different circumstances, Meng Jing and Duro could have been friends, because they have the same like level of craziness, but Duro is crazy in a fierce way. She was not playing around. She really was not playing around, and she will laugh the entire time. She killed her man straight up hairpin. She is crazy, and you have to respect it. However, you mean everything to me. Ji Jin. Now, is Ji Jin a big part of the plot? Kind of. She helps a lot. I put her there because I have a sneaking suspicion, and I would like to talk about my sneaking suspicion. Also, notice the people that are still left. Don't worry, I'm gonna go into a big thing about this in a sec. But Ji Jin, my thing about Ji Jin, the scenes, I went down a googling rabbit hole, okay? Because the scenes with Ji Jin and Siren Wu, who we play as, there seems to be a chemistry there. There seems to be a chemistry there. And it feels like, because we have Yaoi, we have the monk Yuri, but I've sensed something. The camera angles when it gets to Ji Jin are a bit romantic. They are a bit romantic. And I was kind of like, wait, I kind of ship it. I ship Siren Wu with Ji Jin more than I ship Siren Wu with either of the princes. I like the vibe, I like the relationship. And then I was googling, the actress who plays Ji Jin is in a lot of it's not Yuri, the Chinese dramas call it something different. I think like Girl Love GL. She's in a lot of GL dramas. So why would they hire a GL actress and have those vibes if there isn't going to be GL Yuri? If there isn't going to be Yuri. So I suspect maybe in the second game there could be a Yuri plotline with Ji Jin. I feel like it should be. I would like to see it because I actually think they have great chemistry. And I feel like it's a waste to get a Yuri actress and not have Yuri. Am I right? And also I think Siren Wu has a lot of chemistry with Li Tai actually, but not with Li Ji. Li Ji, there's nothing there. There's no vibes there. But she does have chemistry with Ji Jin. And I'm putting her in You Mean Everything to Me because I'd like to see it. Because it's sad that the only Yuri we got was with creepy monk aggressive Yuri, and I did not like that. So next up, let's put some rotten health there. Li Shimin. No, I wouldn't put him in rotten health because he's like, I guess he had reasons for doing it, and if I had to describe Li Shimin, I would say just nasty. I would say he's just nasty. Simply just nasty. Actually, no. He watched his daughter cry in front of him, and he didn't gaff. And because of that, I would say rotten health. But then at the end, he did ask to see his daughter, so he did care about her in a way. But no, rotten hell, because she sobbed in front of him. And I don't know how a parent could look at their child going through that and be like, no, my reputation's more important. You are a sick man, and that's why he's putting in rotten hell, okay? And let's talk about this man, whose name I can't even remember because he's so irrelevant, so sick and twisted. His name is Fang Yi Ai. Fanghai. I don't even care if I'm pronouncing it right, because he is sick and twisted. He is sick and twisted, and he caused me many tears. He caused me many tears. You play the game, you know who he is. Rotten hell. He never deserved Gaoyang. He never deserved Gaoyang. He's sick. He's also ugly. No offense to the actor. The actor's probably like quite handsome without the historical stuff, and maybe I'm like just getting angry because I hate his character. No hate to any of the actors. However, he's just sick. He's a sick, evil, nasty, cruel man, and he should rot in hell for what he did to me personally when I was playing this game. And the fact that he still got to marry Gaoyang, sick, simply after everything. No. Bianji, little fool, if you will. You mean everything to me. He was taken so soon. The scene of him like getting executed by waist chop, while still wearing the grass bracelet that Gaoyang made for him, sick to my stomach. When I tell you, I was sobbing, and I made my sister and our friend play it as well, and I was sobbing like 30 minutes before it even happened, because I remember so deeply what happened. If I close my eyes, I can see the entire scene. I can see Gaoyang crying. I can see him. Oh, it's bad, guys. That part is so sick and twisted. But also, the song that plays is so amazing. That's an amazing song. But the whole situation, so upsetting. Bianji did care about Gaoyang. That's the thing, though. He cared about Gaoyang. And he just couldn't, because he's a monk, and fair play. But the way he turned himself in so that nobody else would die, Bianji, you mean everything to me, and I wish he could come back, be reincarnated, but he can't. And now, okay, Gaoyang, I have very complicated feelings on. Gaoyang, I have many thoughts on, because Gaoyang, that's our girl. If we get down to it, Gaoyang was our girl. That was our best friend. She calls us her best friend. The thing is, though, number one, I also loved Shihui, I believe. Yeah, Shihui, our roommate. I loved her, and after Gaoyang came into the picture, we never saw Shihui like as much. Like, we had a new friend, and we completely tossed Shihui to the side, where Shihui was one of the first people to actually care about us. Gaoyang is our friend. I think she is really funny. I like the quirky music that comes on whenever Gaoyang walks into the frame. I like Gaoyang. The thing is, though, as you know, you cannot save Bianji. You try everything, you cannot save Bianji. She blames you, obviously, and she declares you as her enemy. The thing is, that is understandable for what she went through. She went through something very difficult. But to then, by the time we become a monk as well, to send people to make our life miserable, that's just sick. Now, you see, that's something I can't get past, because it's like, I understand not wanting to be friends with us anymore, but at what point do you look within and look at your situation and realize, like, yo, maybe we couldn't have done anything? Because maybe she should think about the possibilities. She has more clout than we do. She is Princess Gaoyang. We, at that point, were just still a siren. Our auntie is a consort, but we are still a siren. You are a princess. You tried the best you could. If you couldn't do it, we simply cannot do it, okay? I know she was like, but you were so smart. Also, the scene of her crying in front of her father, and then the scene of her crying, holding onto your hands, begging you to do something, especially after you just found out that you cannot do anything, that shit is so heartbreaking. That shit is so difficult to watch. It's actually terrible to watch. But we genuinely cannot do anything. And then to go to our main ops and befriend our main ops when you were our girl, Gaoyang, grow up. That's so harsh. I know she went through something difficult, but we didn't do that to you. You can be upset for a bit. You can decide you don't want to be friends with us ever again, but sending people to torture us, be serious. And she would have gone into you mean everything to me, but now she has to go to you have to respect it, and at the end of you have to respect it as well, because it's like you didn't need to do all that, but you were our friend. So anyway, that is my ranking that nobody asked for. This is my opinions on Road to Empress 1. I'm so excited for Road to Empress 2. You don't even understand how excited I am. I'm genuinely, I check the subreddit every day to see like if there's a new update or whatever. I wish I could understand Mandarin, but I can't. So I can't go on like Douyin or anything or Red Note to find updates like firsthand. I just simply cannot do that. But I wish I could. So I really hope this comes out soon. I'm quite hyped. I'm actually filming this in February, so maybe it's gonna be out soon. I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna post this. Just know, I'm super excited. I am super excited. But anyway, that's all for this video. I know it was a very random video, like very random. But I had a good time, and it's my channel, and I like to talk about stuff that I like. So I don't know what video is next, but there will be another video. Trust. Anyways, bye.